The easiest way to get very good at blocking very, very quickly is first understand what the intention is of a block. It's to protect your vital areas. So you have to understand what your vital areas are that you're protecting. That is from your temple down, from the jawline all the way down to your jaw. Here are off buttons to you as a human being. Like, these are your soul's off buttons. If I press that really hard, I want to turn you off. If I press this really hard, I'm going to turn you off. This, turn you off. As well as that, I've got nerves and sensitive areas where there's a lot of arteries close to the neck, so a lot of ways of affecting blood pressure, where I can hit hard here. As well as that, access to the nervous system, so nerves. And so you've got to understand the mechanics of a knockout. There's two primary mechanics to a knockout. One is spinning the jaw to create a concussive effect in the brain. The other is just short-circuiting a nerve or an artery, right? Blood.
You can also get knocked out if you viciously enough disrupt the liquid that resides in your inner ear. There is liquid in your inner ear that provides balance. When you disrupt it by spinning the head viciously and suddenly enough, you can literally pass out from disorientation.
All a knockout is where the nervous system tells the brain, I don't know what's going on, I can't deal with this situation, go to sleep, and hopefully when we wake up we'll be okay. That's what a knockout is. It's a protective mechanism. People think that a knockout is where you've been defeated or whatever. It's actually more where your body's trying to protect itself. It's more a proactive reaction than a reactive reaction. And it's a bit of a weird misconception that people don't actually realise. So when I get knocked out, my brain's just in a split second saying, okay, right, let's just play possum. Hopefully we'll stop getting attacked, because whatever we were doing in that moment clearly wasn't good for us, right? Because we're getting hurt. That's what a knockout is. So with all of that in mind, you've got to understand, all a block does is stop that brain thinking that it's in serious danger by getting the off button pressed. So all I've got to do is protect those off buttons with the strongest parts of my body, i.e. my shoulder, my bicep. A fist, whether it's in a glove or not, can't really do much to this. It's going to give me a dead arm and bruise me, but I'd rather take that than a switch to my nervous system, right? So with that in mind, I want to put as much mass and as muscle that isn't that sensitive. Like, if I get hit here, nothing's really going to happen. Here, nothing's really going to happen. I put all of that in the way of this sensitive area there. These are all the off buttons. I just protect it with as much as I possibly can. Forearms are strong, made of dense calcium and bone. Elbows nice and strong, loads of muscle in here. I'm literally like a turtle with all my chest muscles up here, my upper pecs. I'm protecting all these off buttons as much as I possibly can. Now, there's not really much anyone can do, to be honest, with an immediate strike. They can set it up so that they can open my guard cleverly, but that's for more advanced levels. Just for the immediate beginner learning to block, all you want to do is just protect yourself like that. Can I borrow you quick, Andrew? Stick your, don't even use gloves, we're going to do this gangster. So Andrew, quickly tell him, powerlifting world champion.
Australian world level champion, 320 kilos that I'm going to pick.
Australian deadlifting champion at 320 kilos. Right. Of course. Can you punch hard? I reckon so. Look. So with the, show them on the back. Hey, go bang the back real quick. Throw a left and a right hook at the side. Go smash it up. Yeah, hit it. Once it. Yeah. Or 1, 2. Just a big left and a right hook. Haymaker to the back. Right, cool. Big boy throwing big punches. If that hits me in the jaw, I'm most likely going to die. Right? Throw. I'll tell you what. Use enough. You got to be accurate. Don't be fucking hitting my head and cutting me open. Try and hit my jaw. Yeah. As if you say you like beefing me, you wanted to turn me off. Like, say I violated you, and you're actually going to hit me here. You're going to try and get me down. Do the same thing onto my jaw. Yeah.
Just like that way?
Yeah. Onto my jaw though. That way. And the left. And again. Left and right. Stop. And again. That's hard as you can. Go on, go 100% just to make the point. Ready? 100%. 90. Save me. Save me. Point is, yeah, I have full faith in the mechanics of my own anatomy. I know my anatomy is strong enough to protect the vital areas. I know that I've trained enough to put those strong areas in front of the vital areas. I also know I've trained enough to stay calm in that moment. Well, a big scary gorilla of a man getting angry at me trying to hurt me. All I do is breathe through it. Trust the anatomy, root hard into the floor. So here's another massive gem that I'm going to give. Good blocking comes from good footwork. This is why everything I teach comes from the feet first, because if I have, he wobbled me a tiny little bit, just tiny little bit. His power kind of surprised me a little bit, but for the most part, I'm not moving. Go again, like just 50%. So if I don't have strong feet, this is going to happen. And now he just follows me up and does whatever he wants about it. So before I even worry about the punches in my hand, what I'm really thinking about, that he's not even noticing, is how strong do I root into the floor. So go again, like say it's fight or whatever, and I know you're about to hit me, go. The first thing I'm doing is hit, go. There. To the point, I end up moving him back. If he doesn't move back, then cool, I'm just going to start attacking him, right? So that's the principle there, is the strong feet. The strong feet support the strong hands to the point where I've got such a strong foundation, he can't really hurt me. It comes from the strong feet to begin with.
Look at my opponent using the block really effectively against my viciously amateur onslaught. This was back in the day before I got world class. Look how he minimises the gap between his forearm and his bicep to minimise the space and the opportunity that my fist can land on his jaw. Good work from him.
Keys to getting very good at blocking very quickly for a beginner, in summary, have really strong feet connection to the floor, create strong foundation. Secondly, understand the mechanics of a knockout. Thirdly, protect the off buttons with your armour here, like a turtle. Fourth, stay calm and breathe through it. If you know your defense, you've got good defense, like good castle walls, you can stay calm. Imagine a king in like a really strong castle, he just laughs at the invaders. He's like, I know I'm cool. You motherfuckers have been trying to invade me for like 1,000 years and no one's got close. So anytime like the alarm sounds, he probably carries on eating his steak, just being like, well, what, another one? Let them fail. It's the same exact thing. It's like, really, what, you're going to try and attack me? I know exactly what's going to happen, which is nothing. I'm cool. Breathe through it, through my nose, turn it off. So that deep breathing through the nose into the diaphragm, it deactivates your fight or flight, it decompresses your vasovagal reaction. So when there's a lot of adrenaline and a big scary guy's about to hit you, when you breathe through your nose and you hit your diaphragm, your whole nervous system calms down. So even in the middle of chaos, when I root and I connect to the floor hard and I put my armour up like this, it's actually the breath that's probably the most important thing, assuming my mechanics are right. This lets me set, now I'm good. Like, he can do literally whatever he wants. As long as I'm breathing deep through here and I'm staying strong, there's really not that much he can do for me. Now it just becomes a thinking match. Can he try and manipulate my reaction to create an opening where he can strike me? But now we're talking high level, you see what I'm saying? This is where like, this is what like, you have to do against people like Floyd Mayweather and shit, against me. You know what I'm saying? You have to outthink me and outmaneuver me and outfake me, because you're not gonna get through. You're not gonna be able just to blast your way through because I'm too strong in this position because of those 4 points. That's how you get good at blocking very quickly.